All right, all right, all right. Do I not have a bottle of water? What? Oh yeah, I do. What is up? Okay. We're not gonna be doing a lot of joshing around. We're just gonna get straight into it. Let's draw. I have a little bit of a little idea I want to execute. I'm not sure how it's going to go, but it's worth exploring, I guess. I also think that it's not going to be executed perfectly in just like 2 hours, because I feel like it needs a little bit, like the research of it probably needs more, right? No research in general, it just like takes 2 hours, right? Even a bit less, because I'm going to be doing my my warm-up, which is going to take like at least 30 minutes. So yeah. Stars official, hi. Hello, hello. Hey stranger. What's up, danger? Don't be a stranger. Hi, hi. Hello, C. All right. I actually feel kind of good today, which is good. A whole lot has been going on since it's festive times and stuff like that. So that's been interesting. And I'm kind of like giving myself the time to enjoy this rather than just like feeling like, oh no, I'm not drawing. I'm not like I'm guessing that if I'm not drawing and like if I'm having fun, then it's worth it. But like I don't also want it to be to the point where like whenever I'm having fun, it's like, yeah, sure, I'm having fun, whatever, like it's good. There needs to be like a mix of both. You really late to stream? I am, yeah. And I'm shocked you don't sound drunk from fatigue. Actually, well, that one day, actually, I didn't go back to look at the stream, but I was like, I already woke up early that day, and I did a lot of like physical activity, which I think what got me to that point. And I'm also used to like taking a nap in the middle of the day, like a 30 minutes nap. I didn't have that day, so yeah. I was like, it was a combination of like sleep deprivation and fatigue, right? But now actually, you know, I've had 3 meals, which is incredible, right? I know, healthy big ones at that. I slept well, right? And yeah, I'm feeling good. Right, so that's why I probably don't look or sound as drunk. Lines, yeah, we're doing lines, and then I'm gonna, you know what I'm gonna try to draw, Derpy? Actually, you'll see. I'm not gonna say, but okay, maybe I will say that it's an Adventure Time character, and it's a character from an episode that we watched together. All right. What I want to do is I want draw men. Well, not today. Well, I'm not gonna say much about that, but I'm going to try to do my own spin of it, and try to turn it into like a full-on like quote-unquote anime character. Adventure Time, perhaps? What do you mean? Yeah, it is a character from Adventure Time. Dude, I love that show. Animification? Yeah, I guess maybe not so much anime. Well, I guess yeah, anime, but like a little bit more realistic as well. Because there's like realism, or not realism, but like drawing with like accurate proportions and stuff like that. And then there's anime, and then there's cartoon, especially like Adventure Time. You know, Adventure Time, like its shape language is so beautiful, and it's so simple, right? We were watching episode 2 of Call My Agent. Call My Agent, I believe it's the show, the French show, right? Which is sadly quite difficult to find. Difficult to find. Why? Oh, right. Okay, so yeah, I was talking like there's like drawing with accurate proportions here, and then there's anime, which is a little bit more stylized. You can find some accurate proportions anime as well, but and then you find Adventure Time, right? Which is like the Finn the human is literally just like a I don't know, like a tube, right? He's got a shirt, pants, and whatever he's like his hat. It's just like a cylindrical shape, I guess. I can mainly find it in English, and all the other websites broke. Oh, man. Yeah, you're more likely to find like English-speaking shows, like or series, than any other language, really. I think, right? It also depends like on how popular the show is as well. I assume the show is popular. Wait, which version was first? Was it the French or the English? And are there other versions of the show? Which came first, the chicken or the egg? I found a 21-year-old Japanese calligrapher in Discord. Huh? Can you elaborate on that? You just found them in one of the servers? Is that like what's written in his bio? Someone's about me? Okay. The first version was French, and that was super popular. They made it in different languages. Ooh. Me being biased, though the English version sucks. Taki server. Interesting. Interesting. Japanese calligraphy. Man. Sounds fancy. You reminded me, like, you mentioned being biased. I don't know, but there's first of all, like, first off, there's like the debate of like, it's almost like two teams. That's just like Friends versus The Office, right? And I'm team The Office all the way through, right? But then inside of team The Office originally started like with the British version, right? And it had like freaking Ricky Gervais or whatever his name is, and like his whole bit is being atheist, or at least he has a lot of bits of that. And the British version of The Office is just so bad. It sucks ass, bro. Like, I don't know how people like it, and people argue that the British version is better. And then, okay, so there's the British version, and obviously there's the American version. The American version, top tier. It's peak comedy, in my opinion. I mean, it's old, right? So some of it doesn't age too well, but for the most part, it holds itself. I wasn't able to find any of their work. Rip, no calligraphy. Well, you can ask them, maybe? Let me see your calligraphy work, men. Also, I'm not sure how close the release date of the Backrooms is. I've seen like because since it's getting so popular, right? And whenever something gets popular, people hop on the trend. I've seen a gaming video. They turned it into a game, which I think is, the game is pretty cool. And then I've seen another art on Instagram about the Backrooms with like the chairs blending into the walls and just like being stuck there. It's very interesting. I didn't care to ask, I guess. Fair enough. So I'm not sure if it's like close or if it's out already or... No clip chairs. It's very cool. Like the concept overall is very cool. And for it to be adapted into like a full-on feature film, it's pretty nice. On board, Coco Melon moment. Coco Melon. Dun, 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 dun. Wait, do you guys have any like what do you call like the son or daughter of your sister, or like do you have any young children in your family? I'm talking like the demographic that would watch kind of like, I don't know, YouTube kids, nephews and nieces. That, but also like any young little person in general. Do you have little people in your in your families? You can't say that, man. Yeah. Like, what's the watching behavior like? What do they watch? Like on YouTube? Is it like the classics, just like Five Nights at Freddy's, Roblox, what else? What else can I think of? Heightist? Little people with no experience in life. Is that's a way to describe kids, right? They're little physically, and they, relatively they don't have much experience. I don't know what they watch. I don't have any. Didn't you just say yeah? Or were you saying yeah to something else? And what about people who have dwarfism? Well, the second part of the definition kind of like rules them out, which is like having little experience in life. Because, a person with dwarfism, we're talking about an adult person with dwarfism. They have experience in life, and the definition that I said doesn't apply to them, right? And a little person, and like a person with dwarfism who's a kid, then yeah, that's a kid, right? Yeah, to something else. Oh, okay, I see. So when do you classify one as having life experience? Just, I don't know, like maybe relatively speaking, like if we're talking, okay, life experience. No, I'm not gonna say a number, but like they're just young. Okay, they are not an adult. How about that? Well, okay. Define an adult. Yeah, this is it's relative. It's relative. Boys, it's getting hot out here. Is it getting hot for you guys? You're falling in your own traps here, man. Well, I mean, that's fine. I mean, if a definition that I say is flawed, then you're welcome to criticize it, right? And yeah. It's cold here. Is it? Are you Man, you guys are lucky. Like in all of America, or are you talking like about your room? $18 Celsius? Damn. Yo, cold. I think you should make it 21. I think that would be funny. I don't know why. I just had I have a hunch. Like that may be funny, you know? Nah, for the meme though. It's for the meme. It's okay. Like if you be a little cold, it's okay. It's for the meme. Commit to the bit, man. Do it for the Vine. These lines are very wonky. It's not okay. Well, when you put it that way, fingers will freeze. Typing will be hard. Put on a coat, man. Put on a coat. A coat, some gloves. I think you'll be fine. All right. I'm starting to notice something like with my practice with boxes, or this would be applied to everything. Doing 2 or 3, I feel like it's not enough. I mean, for me, right? This is for me. Is not enough. Because I can do 1 or 3 just like mindlessly. But then when I get to the 5 or to the 10, right? I am not seeing some chats maybe. Ow, my eye. Drippy's fingers are so cold they froze your stream. Really? Did the stream froze? Uh-oh, VC time. The freeze is contagious. Fortunately, they're not cold now. I don't know what's happening with this. Like, the kind of like what do you call it? The internet, like the internet. What's forfait in English? Like the subscription that I have, I don't know what to call it. Like it's supposed to be, it might be limited, sure, but like I'm the only one who like uses it, if that makes sense. Like with ADSL or like home internet, right, or VDSL, whatever you have, like you use that kind of like the bandwidth with other people, right? With the people, whether you have like actual cables or fiber optics, you use it with other people, and that may make it a little bit, fluctuate. But I'm using this on my own. This is like just me. Nobody's using it with me, right? And it's being a little weird. I don't know. Okay. I don't know what to tell you, man. Okay, that's a line. And then that's a line. And then that's a line. See how we made 3 lines? Actually, okay, right. And then, right. So first step, right. Let's do like make it methodical. We try to make the lines as straight as possible. Okay, that's good. All right, we take this one and take this one. All right, try to at least, or maybe actually try to follow the direction my hand is most comfortable with. All right, and always think of the foreshortening. Right, so we see here that it's not very cube-like. I watched an episode of Spider Noir today. Oh wow! I started talking about Spider Noir, and he watched the first episode of Severance. It's very nice. I'm really glad you like it. If you want, we can watch the second episode together, like the whole gang. I'm not sure if Alex watched it, so if not, maybe we can prompt him to watch the first episode at least on his own, so he can keep up. But it's a really interesting concept. It gets kind of like you can look at it from different perspectives, really. And the most interesting perspective for me about it is the ethical side of it. Like you're literally creating 2 versions of yourself, and that version is just basically a prisoner of that space, That's good. That's good then. All right, nice. Right? That version is imprisoned there, and all they do is work, right? They have no access to their lives outside of well, their life is that. The dinner table convo was weird. Dinner with no dinner, bruh. Yeah, is that how rich people are like? Or maybe not rich people, but like sophisticated people, quote unquote. Like, what is wrong with them? That's very true. I don't know. I get it. It's a show and everything, but like, do conversations? Do people actually like act like that? I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. Moneyist now. Oh, I want the money. Like, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't be complaining if I was like them. Also, they don't seem like too rich. They're more like, how do I say this? Like, maybe sophisticated is not the right word. Literate, like educated, or just like being, I don't know how to describe it, but yeah. Moneyest until you're rich yourself. Yeah. I think Billie Eilish. Was it Billie Eilish or some other like singer or um actor? She was like, eat the rich, whatever. And then when she became rich, she was like, she starts backing down. They are not educated. Yeah, but they like to seem educated. They talk about like all these kind of like deep philosophical whatever subjects, but it's really like whatever. But yeah, just the concept of just like having another person, that it's just literally you created another person there, and it's very intriguing, the thought of that, and it's a person that can't really go outside, you know which doesn't seem to be a problem. Like, you like to think that it is, oh no, what, you're imprisoning them, whatever. No, they don't have a problem with it. The boss will be a different person outside the job. Okay, so here's what I like to what I think. All right, I think I think the only people who get the severance operation are the people who work, basically the employees of that kind of like department, right? So their bosses, I don't think they get the severance procedure. Je pense donc je suis. Yeah. Je pense donc je suis. That had a little bit of an Italian to it. Hold on a second. Let me do this. I guess I was thinking, like, her slow fading smiling at the end made me wonder if she knew something. Knew something about what? I mean, what I assumed is that, first of all, like, she's not severed. Second, they like to keep track. Start a cult? What do you mean? They like to keep track of their employees outside of their work for some reason. I'm not really sure. I don't see how, following them would be beneficial to their work, right? Since, like, the operation is very kind of like hard to undo. Obviously, we have the friend who actually managed to undo it, right? But, like, as far as they know, it's kind of like undoable. PD, yeah. One thing that I don't understand is when he met with Petey in the restaurant Pips. Actually, it's a very funny name. He was like, right about, he was right about to leave, and he asked him. I think it's something along the lines of, like, he asked him, like, "Are we friends?" And Petey turns it around and goes like, what did he say? I am your best friend. You are my closest friend, or something like this, right? You are my dearest friend, or something. Like, he maybe made a distinction between the two, right? My good friend. Yeah. I am your best friend. You are my good friend. Like, why did he choose to word it that way? It's interesting, right? Or is this like reading into it, not, not that important. I am not sure. Sounded like a distinction? Yeah. Stop. Okay. All right. There were a lot of scenes where you could take a screenshot and it would just be cool photography. Bro, I know. Especially the symmetry in the beginning of like where when they're walking like between inside of like the hallways or whatever you call them, right? It's beautiful. And the color choices is very, very pretty too. Like they're very deliberate about their shots and what colors are included and what is positioned where in the composition. It's very well made. It's very also the one shot, and hopefully you watched it a couple of times too, because I did. Why do you make a bunch of lines? Make a cylinder, something I know you can do without lines, and then delete the lines. I don't know. I like to make them neat. Make it neat. I don't know. It's good to practice just lines, I guess. Drawing lines is not bad. I was gonna talk about the scene where she was trying to leave. Right, she was trying to leave the place, and then she finds herself back in. Right, and I just love the transition between like her leaving and her coming back, because I believe it's a very easy mask. Like you can just like mask out the part of the door and show the next scene, but it's so beautifully well made. I really thought you had more thought behind your lines. No, not really. The staircase appearing behind her was cool. Yeah, however, right? I kind of don't understand how that works, right? So if she leaves, right? Okay, maybe this might be a spoiler. I wonder if they altered her vision, I guess. I'm not sure. What I was thinking is, because it showed that she was in the stair room when she like fell. Here's what I'm thinking, right? Since they can alter memories. Let me think about that for a second. They can alter memories. Honestly, maybe, but here's what I thought about it, which is flawed, right? Or I think nerd chat time. What are these nerds talking about? her on the left, Mike on the right. She was in the stair room. In the stair room? Are you talking about the scene where she was trying to leave? Let me just like make sure first. It was like the last shot of that stair room, and yes, that scene. Right. So she kind of looks from like the glass piece, and she sees the stairs, right? And then she pushes the door, finds herself back in. She does it a couple of times. Anti-chamber vibes. I'm not sure. Maybe I don't think we talked about it, but I'm not familiar with it. But so here's what I thought about that scene. It's like herself there is like only limited to that space, right? So when she walks out, right, she turns into like her regular self. And this might be a spoiler, but in the show they, I think they call them, I heard that like they call them like innies versus outies, right? So when she leaves the that room, she turns into her outie, and her outie leaves, and then decides to. Oh, actually, I think her outie decides to go back, right? And then she comes back in. She turns into her innie, and her innie is like, "Why am I back in here?" And then so she comes right back, and she turns into her outie, right? Like a belly button, kind of. Right? And then her outie is like, no, go back in. She turns into her innie and stuff like that. That's interesting. Yeah, I think that's how it be. But her consciousness or whatever seems continuous. Yeah, I'll tell you why it seems continuous. Because because from the moment she leaves until she comes back, that's like the experience of the innie ended when she left and started back again when she came back, right? So her innie, like the last thought her innie has was like, I want to leave, and then she leaves, it stops, she goes back, she goes into her outie comes back in, the innie takes over, and it's like, why didn't I leave? Why did I come back? I just left, right? Exactly. The innie experience. Exactly. Yes, yes. Which is very smart because in the beginning of the show you don't really get a lot, and so you're left with that kind of like mystery, right? It's like, okay, there are some shows that take a concept and they try to develop it and they fail. I feel like Severance, with this concept, they kind of like explored it and made it look really cool. Okay. I believe I saw a movie about it's kind of like a dystopian movie where basically time is a currency, right? It's a Hollywood movie. Time is a currency. So people would buy things, and they have like a counter on their wrist, and it shows how much they live, right? And and this is like a worldwide thing. Like it became like a worldwide thing. And and the and you don't age over the age of like 25, I believe, right? Or something like that. It's like a young it's like a prime age, right? Where you're at your optimal kind of like uh, physical mental state, right? I think I've seen a clip at least of that movie. Yeah, yeah. I think it's an old one, but it's like a good one too. You can buy time. Yeah. And it's very interesting because, okay, I mean, obviously on the run of like 2 hours or 1.5 hours, you kind of like get some world building. You get some like concepts of it. That's how like they explore the concept, and it's very interesting because basically rich people don't die, right? They have all the time in the world. They don't die, and you have like poor people just like trying to live by the day. Really, they are in the risk of dying if they don't do like a little job that buys them a little bit more time. It's interesting. They showed like the classist kind of like way of that life. But I feel like that's a very interesting concept. That's like an incredibly amazing concept, and I guess you can see the reviews. Not a lot of people think that they explored it very well. You know. Okay. The little character that I wanna draw. Oh yes. Oh no. I guess I just have to download it. The keeper or whatever. Yep. I just love him. I love him. And his design is very simple. As you can see, it's like he's a little character and he's got like a key for what is this? What do you even call this? Like a hat? It's almost like a biker kind of like it you can strap it around your head and then he's got a chain with a little key, right? So whatever I'm going to try to do with it, I'm going to try to add some stuff. But I have no idea what to add, so that's the challenge. That is the challenge. Dude, why would you stop? All right. So let me try to draw him first. Because I like him. And actually, drawing cute characters like this, it's not as easy as, you know, it might seem, for me at least. Because the distance between the eyes and the position of the eyes, generally, like it matters a lot to making a character cute, I guess. I love the characters in like Super Mario because a lot of them is just like two eyes like this, right? Which is you can never go wrong with that. Just two eyes, not even the mouth, not even a nose. I like how like this kind of like push just because it's showing how tight it is. I guess you could say he's like a two heads character. This is literally one head, and maybe a little less. Y'all went quiet. Yeah, we do that sometimes. That happens sometimes when we stop speaking. Convo ended. It's like for some reason that reminded me of like a protocol where like you start the I'm talking like coding now. Where you start the session and then data gets like started being transmitted, and then after the session is over, like no more data is being sent. That's kind of like that. Okay. Haters will say this is traced. Transmission ended. Yeah. What happened to animifying the character? Yeah, that'll happen. That'll happen. I just like I wanna draw him first. Cause he's cute. Cause he's cute little feller. How can you not draw this little feller? Look at him. Just look at him, bro. Also, his head key. Yeah. What about it? It's nice, right? He's the keeper. Nothing? I thought you had forgotten. You haven't? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I was just like trying to make some space. Okay. So, this little fella, he is cute. Key for a hat. All right. What do you call this? A onesie? What do you call this? Like a cloak? It's not a cloak. Key chain. I just realized this is a freaking keychain. Being cute is not a characteristic. Says who? Says who? I'm gonna make it a characteristic. Bro's got a keychain. Look at this guy. Look at this little fella. He's got a keychain. How do you judge cute? I don't know. Personal preference. And I deem this little feller cute. You just know when you see it. So far, you've listed a whole lot of nothing as characteristics. Damn! Why are you... Okay. Fuck. What else? Kind of like the contrast with the yellow versus the blue. What do you think a characteristic? What do you think is a characteristic of him? What else? He's chunky. Is that how you write chunky? I don't know. Bleu. Did I write bleu? Wow. Yeah. He's chunky. I don't know if I want to translate like little hands, because maybe the animified version wouldn't be. It would have more or less kind of like. Definitely not this much difference between the hand and the head. You know. Chonke. Chonke. What else? What else? Black. Little. Beady. Beady, is this how you write beady? Eyes? A chunk of a chunk of a yeah, he's chonke. Kind of like head squeezed with the hat. This is kind of like why we see the cheeks go, like the fat of the cheeks going over the mouth, and kind of like this push. I don't know. What else? He's old, I think. Old. But like this, maybe we will turn them into like a younger version. Maybe I wouldn't keep like the old part. The two teeth, maybe we make them pointier if I do it as like an open mouth thing. What else? He has a keychain, bro. Like this is the type of stuff that I love, because this show is just like that, you know. Like me having looking kind of like at this now, I think, you know, you get a deeper understanding and a much more, I feel like a much more appreciation for this little kind of like character, which is basically, it appears in one episode, maybe a two if they like make another appearance, and that's it. And they do this, right? Also, he made his face smaller and eyes too close together. I think it's close enough. Like I'm not looking for perfection here. I'm not looking for a 1-to-1, you know. What else? Okay, I think I'll I'll go with what I wrote. I want someone to destroy my art to the point I don't want to do it anymore. Just like criticize the hell out of it. I don't know. I'm not the same. I'm not the same. Yeah. We don't share that trait. All right. Okay, so I don't even have an idea of how to make them look cool. I want what I want. Okay, here's maybe to write something like we're gonna turn this into something, right? I want someone to hate my art as much as I hate it. Just to share the spite I feel after drawing it with You look very confused. Yeah, I'm just trying to understand where the need for a person to hate your work as much as you do. I want to understand where that. I was trying to understand where that is coming from. That's all. I mean, I love this little feller. I want everybody to love him. Because look at him. He's a little feller. Okay, so how do I want to do him, right? I want to make him somehow look cool, right? Cool. Maybe add some accessories. Perhaps. And this could be translated into a large staff shaped like a key. Then maybe, I don't know, then the key hat would be a little bit redundant, so we're gonna see how to work around that. Definitely keeping the keychain. This is the I feel like this is the best part to me about all of this. So maybe some texture to the outfit. Because then when I say I suck at art and I can have someone understand it and be like, yeah, I understand why you say that. Okay. I guess that could be objective, like the ways a drawing isn't photorealistic. It's subjective to almost every biometric. Why do you feel the need for a person to agree with you, though? Right? When you say my art sucks. Outfit. What the fuck? What did I write? Outfit. Some cool texture. What else? 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 Short? Maybe make them taller? Yeah. Maybe I'll make them, you know, medium height, not too short, not like a dwarf, but maybe a little bit taller than a dwarf. Let's say taller than a dwarf. I guess I could understand, like, maybe it can feel more alone if you think your art sucks, but everyone says it doesn't. Instead of them understanding what standards you might have for yourself. So that I'm not delusional and believing the lie that I'm a good artist, because I'm not, and I never have been. And I know that, and I get tired of being told lies. Some arrows are pointed away from him and others towards. How about this? Problem solved. I don't know. Honestly, I like to think that it's about self-belief, right? As crazy as that sounds, is like, if you, I don't know. Maybe objectively speaking, I don't know. Let me try to think about this more. Let me not speak prematurely. Premature speculation. Okay, let's hide this little feller. Let's keep this little drawn one. I think for other beginner artists it's good, but I'm tired of it. Just being told I'm talented and crap, it's just lies. I don't know. I don't know about talented. I do, you know, personally, I do think that you've got some years of experience under your belt that give you the ability to draw some interesting stuff, especially your animal ones. Yeah, right. And I did like when this is a DM thing, like I did say my honest opinion about your stuff when we talked about it, right? But yeah, I don't, it's a bit tricky because I don't know. All right, I'm gonna make some room for this. Right, can we make it even smaller? Yes, we can. Andy, what's up, man? Can you stop? Oh my god. Okay, Zero Feather, please. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I'm alright, man. Thank you for asking. Just drawing, as always. Right, okay. So maybe I should look at references of maybe some stuff that I want to actually, the stuff that I want to make, you know? Maybe that will give me a closer idea of what I want to do. Leave me alone. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. This is good. Okay, I need to pull this on Pinterest on my PC so I can grab them and put them in Photoshop. Right, it's interesting because it's the colors are kind of similar. Like the blue is kind of similar. This is more like teal kind of like color. Obviously, our little fella is like more. Their outfit is more blue, just like blue. But this is interesting. If I like wanna, I mean, we can definitely add some buttons, add some like straps on the sides. That'd be cool. I'm thinking, I guess. Oh, by the way, are they going to be bald? Are we giving them hair? If we're making them younger, they need to have some hair at least. Right? If they're older, then sure, they can stay bald. Maybe Soul Eater? Maybe some of that will help me, especially from the manga. Soul Eater's poses go so hard. Look at this pose, man. It's beautiful. Look at this one. This is composition work at its peak. Look at this. Beautiful. They all be intertwined. Yeah, isn't it cool? Okay. Wait, I like this. Oh, very nice, very nice. Okay, okay. I feel like this is kind of what I'm looking for, but not quite. Obviously, our character is not a girl, but this girl has like a scythe. Is that what it's called? A scythe? And very cool. Oh, this is awesome. Man, who would have thought? Look at our references is a good idea. Who would have thought? I believe I do have... Oh, this is going to be very helpful. Hold on, brother, hold on. Okay, I need to study Soul Eater, bro, because I'm looking at poses that are just like insane. And I guess I kind of understand that this might not be the original artist of the manga, but still, I mean, look at this. What? Look at this. Isn't this just cool? Oh my god, these are so badass. I feel like I can never get enough of this. Oh, you know what would go hard? A door behind them? Oh my god. Because they're the keeper? Dude, this shit excites me way too much, man. Well, I guess they're not this skinny. They have a little bit of chunk to them. Okay, I also feel like I need to stop myself at at one point because I can keep looking at art for hours. Okay. I think the next thing is to look up key shapes. All right. I mean, we can take the liberty of changing the key design on, especially on here. I'm gonna be so real. A key for a hat feels too cartoonish, doesn't it? Especially when the key is basically the same length as the character itself, right? Kingdom Hearts. Oh, oh yeah, they do have like a wait. Right, yeah. That's true. Oh, I see, I see. Keyblades. Whoa. I never played the game. But whoa, look at how many designs there are. This is sick. Bruh. These are okay, these are more swords, I feel like. Okay, these are keys. Wow, very nice. Damn. Whoa. Okay, I'm gonna grab this just because I like it. I don't know if I'm ever going to use it, but I just like this so much, so I'm just gonna keep it. Whoa. Okay, this is turning into a mess. Okay, I need to stop. I'm gonna stop. All right, I'm gonna stop. I need to pick a couple of these. Like, at least choose a direction of like a couple of these. Da, 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 da. 31. Okay. Let me put my phone in the charger. All right, let me try to organize this shit. My anatomy, especially like you know, if when we're talking bodies, it sucks. All right, so fingers crossed I get something that looks at least decent. You said anatomy? C just like spawns in when anatomy is mentioned. Have you studied anatomy once before? Not like in a way that was like extensive or anything. Just like trying to look at a reference. Not okay. Maybe the short answer is no. I was literally watching Insta Shorts until you said anatomy. Oh, I forgot about there's another source for clothes that maybe I can look into. Hopefully I find it. Okay, no. No. Immediately shut the app down and opened my tab back open. That's it then. That's how we know how to summon you. Just mention anatomy. Mm. I only see a star head, which is definitely not anatomical. I don't know why you said that. What do you mean? I said what? Anatomy? Well, it's definitely stylized anatomy. I don't think it's like not anatomical at all. I'd be happy if I like could get a sketch in today. Maybe something more like this would be cool. What are you going to do now? I'm just looking at like more clothes kind of like references. I wanna turn this little feather into a more like a stylized character. You know what? We all have stars between our ears, so it is anatomical. She's talking about the whatever is going on here, I suppose. Okay. All right. You have done a fair share of an anatomical study. I don't know. I feel like it's not enough. This is not doing what I want it to do. Just hold on. Let me cook. Let me cook. I wouldn't really be able to describe it either way. It's not what I want. I don't understand what's wrong. Well, nothing is wrong. I'm just trying to think. This is the process. This is what's called the process. That's not what I want. I don't know what you do want. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Hold on. I'm just thinking out loud. I'm not really looking for any particular answers. They're short, which I guess works out. Trust the process, exactly, yeah. You're making this woman into a giant when the OG character is a dwarf. Oh, sorry, not woman. Man. I mean, can I not do that? Whoops. Something fell. Just thought you'd want to stick to the character's characteristics. Yeah. I don't believe I wrote short on the characteristics, so I think we get a pass on that one. Man. Then make a Slenderman grandpa and you're fine. Yeah. This is like a grandpa trying to get off the toilet with one of those disability bars. Man. Damn. That's creepy. Whoa. That's very cool. Just a heads up, don't take the stairs on the 14th floor. Cool. Totally, I was spending less than 15 minutes spamming Drippy with Insta shorts and spacing the hell out on your stream. Nope, not me. I'm not guilty. Are they funny, at least? They're funny? Alright, confirmed, confirmed. That's good. That's time well spent. But suppositories and dead ants. What is that? things you put up in your butt as medication. Okay. A solid medical preparation in a roughly conical or cylindrical shape designed to be inserted into the rectum or vaginal or vagina to dissolve. And that ants are ants that are dead. Okay, I think I got that part. I guess I didn't get to watching that reel yet. bro's getting to know it. Know about it right now. Is it crazy to say that the sketch doesn't look too bad? It's kind of sad having to explain what suppositories are. I don't know. It's not sad. It's informative, totally. I guess it'll make the short make more sense. Education experience, yeah. Clothes has nice shapes. Thanks. Thanks. I kind of like this. I don't know. I guess it's a skirt. And then maybe the shape of like the jacket or whatever this is, maybe it could be a little larger, I think. I guess you don't kind of see the shape of the key, which is like the whole thing about this character. in this pose. So we either make it longer. Gotta go. All right. Take care. See you. All right, I think we're gonna stop with the sketch here. Honestly, I did more than I expected I was going to do. I definitely did not expect it to take this turn. But I'm not too mad about it. I don't think it's a bad sketch. However, moving from here, I think is going to be rougher. So, yeah, maybe I'll just like I need to be methodical with this. There are some. This is definitely not going to. This is not the final sketch. I see some stuff I can modify with the hair. I see some stuff, some more wrinkles and folds I can do with the kind of like the outfit and the back. Same with the skirt. I don't hate the shoes for some reason. I made them like some jester shoes. Maybe these could be like not solid, not just like straight up attached to this. Maybe they would, be affected by the wind. So one of them would be here, and then one of them would be here, and then the other one is actually overlapping with this here. I don't know. We'll see how that's gonna look. But yeah, I think that's not a first thing. It's interesting how long this sketch took me. Actually, I'm not sure. Like, obviously, it didn't take the full 2 hours, but it's interesting. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you guys. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye. Take care now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Drink some water. Actually, I'm gonna drink some water.